Hello everyone, Minaya Tembe here. Welcome to my channel English Speaking Marathitun and through English. Today we are going to see would as a verb and the uses of would. I have written 10 sentences on the board and also I have written the uses on the right side of the board. So we are going to read everything. I will explain everything. Please watch the video till the end. So let us begin now. Would is a verb in English. It is supposed to be a past tense of will. Would is a past tense of will, but the uses are not always in the past. Would has many different types of uses. I have taken 10 uses today, so 10 sentences are there on each use. First one, would you please move a bit? Would you please move a bit is a question. It is a polite request. Would you please move a bit? We are making a request to another person and that also politely. When you want to do a request politely, then instead of will, you have to use would. Suppose I say, will you please move a bit? That also is a correct question. But if I use would, it becomes polite. Would you please move a bit? A polite request. Second one, would you like tea or coffee? Would you like tea or coffee? Again, it's a polite request, it's a polite offer. We are offering either tea or coffee to another person. So it's an offer and it is a polite offer. Suppose I say, will you like tea or coffee? That one is also correct one. But if you want to sound more polite, then you have to use would instead of will. So the question, would you like tea or coffee becomes more polite. Now number 3, would you come with me please? Would you come with me please? It's a invitation. Would you come with me please is an invitation. We are inviting the other person to come with me or with us. Now here, this invitation, first of all, please is there, so it's a polite thing. And if you add would over there instead of will, it becomes more polite. If I say, will you come with me please? That question is also correct. But if you want to sound more polite, more official, more formal, then it is better to use would instead of will. So the question becomes, would you come with me please? This please I can say in middle also as I said just now. Would you please come with me? Same thing. It becomes invitation, more polite. Now the fourth one, I thought I would visit Agra. I thought I would visit Agra. Now this verb thought is the main verb over here and it indicates that it was in the past. I thought, so it was in the past. I would visit Agra. In the past, it was my decision that I would visit Agra. So it is describing past decision. I thought I would visit Agra is describing a past decision. Then we use would and not will. Now the next thing, fifth one, if I won the prize, I would celebrate with friends. If I won the prize, I would celebrate with friends. Now if I won the prize, that means I have not won the prize, but I am just hoping. It's a hypothetical situation. It's an hypothesis. Suppose I win the prize, then what I will do? I would celebrate with friends. It's an hypothesis, hypothetical situation. So if I won the prize, that becomes if, condition also if. I would celebrate with friends. We use would over here in hypothetical situations. I would celebrate with friends. Now next one. If it rained, we would go on a long drive. If it rained, we would go on a long drive. Now if it rained, again it's a condition. If it rained, if comes, it becomes a condition. We would go on a long drive. In conditional sentences, we use would again. We would go on a long drive. Conditional sentence. Next one. She said that she would go to the garden. She said that she would go to the garden. She said that. That means what? I'm not saying directly. I'm telling about someone else what he or she has told. So when it is in that way, it becomes reported or indirect speech. There are direct speech and indirect speech. Direct speech is when I say something to somebody else, myself. Indirect speech, I am telling about someone else's speech. That becomes indirect, also called as reported. Reported and indirect speech are the same thing. Now, in indirect or reported speech, she said that, after that, when the next sentence is there, we use would and not will. So here we have used would. Now the next one. When I was a child, I would play the whole evening. When I was a child, I would play the whole evening. Now it is about past. When I was a child, was is there. Past, something in the past. When I was a small child, what I used to do? I used to play the whole evening. We can use used to also as a construction, and we can use would also as a verb. That tells us about habit in the past or repeated action in the past. This playing the whole evening was a habit when I was a child, or it was a repeated action when I was a child. So, habit or repeated action in the past, when we want to speak about that, we use would over there in this way. Now, the next one, she would always help me when I was in need. She would always help me when I was in need. Now, when I was in need, was is there. Again, it is in past. When I was in need, what she would do? She would always help me. This was in past. Again, willingness or intention in the past. Her willingness to help me, her intention to help me. So we use would for that. She would always help me when I was in need. It's in past. Her intention, her willingness in the past. And the last one, we thought we would arrive on time, but we were late. We thought we would arrive on time, but we were late. Now, this is future in the past. Future in the past. What does it mean? The sentence, we thought. It was our thought. We would arrive on time. What was our thought? We would arrive on time. We use would over there. But actually, in the situation, what happened? We were late. Actually, what happened? We were late. It was just a thought that we would arrive on time, but actually, we were late. So it is future. We were thinking about something in future, but that was in the past. So it's future in the past. In this way, pen uses 10 sentences and would as a verb. Very useful verb in English. So please keep watching such videos and practice yourself and become very fluent in English. Thank you very much for watching this video today. Bye bye.